Many are familiar with the tragic story of the Titanic sinking during its maiden voyage in 1912. Over 1,500 individuals lost their lives in this devastating event, including the ship's designer, Thomas Andrews. However, he was not the only one to fall victim to a creation that ultimately proved deadly. In this video, we will explore other inventions or objects that have inadvertently caused harm. At the top of my list is Franz Reichelt, also known as François Reichelt. Impressed by the airplane's early development, he desired to assist in the preservation of pilots' lives who experienced accidents. He had a genuine desire to discover a means of preserving the life of the airplane pilot in the event of an unforeseen accident. He was an Austro-Hungarian-born French tailor, so he had a thought, why not create a parachute suit for pilots to wear during flight? If an accident were to occur, the pilot could safely jump out of the plane and save their life. He invented a suit designed for parachuting and wants to conduct experiments to test his invention, and chose the Eiffel Tower for his experiment. A year later, the administration of Paris permitted him. After that, he jumped to his death from the Eiffel Tower while testing a wearable parachute of his own design. Horace Lawson Hunley was a Confederate Marine engineer during the American Civil War. He developed early hand-powered submarines. It was the first combat submarine to sink a warship. While the submarine was returning to its base during a dive, the front of the submarine became stuck in the sea and sank, killing all 8 people on board, including Horace Henley himself. Jean-François Pilatre de Rossier accomplished the first untethered manned balloon flight in 1783. However, his legacy in aviation history took a tragic turn in 1785 when he crashed his own invention, the hybrid Rosier balloon. This unfortunate event resulted in the first air crash fatalities, Rosier and his flight companion Pierre Roman. Otto Lilienthal, a brilliant German inventor, unfortunately, met his untimely demise while conducting a test flight of his groundbreaking controllable glider, plummeting almost 50 feet. Lilienthal had previously been successful in operating the predecessor to the modern-day hang glider in 1891. A mere 5 years before his tragic death, his pioneering work in the realm of heavier-than-air flight laid the foundation for the development of fixed-wing aircraft. Thomas Midgley Jr.'s discoveries found widespread use in the 20th century. The American chemist figured out the compound tetratholide could be added to gasoline to prevent engine knocking in automobiles, and determined that a certain chlorofluorocarbon made an excellent refrigerant. Though both of these applications ended up having a terrible effect on the environment, he received numerous medals for his innovative work as a chemical company executive and researcher. But it wasn't lead poisoning from his gasoline experiments that killed him. At age 51, Midgley contracted polio and lost the use of his legs. He invented a pulley system over his bed so he could lift himself into a sitting position. Sadly, on November 2, 1944, Midgley got caught up in the system's ropes and was strangled to death. We hope you enjoyed our video about the makers who unfortunately lost their lives due to their creation. We always love hearing from our viewers, so please feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.